Well, I believe she is done. 2009 has served me well. Got most of the yard done though. Well, she's dead. Right in here you can see all the oil. She has just died. Now she's a 2009 model. I've had her for a long time. I used to cut grass commercially a long time ago, and so I kept this unit. I knew I'd have a lot of property to clean and cut. My hour meter quit working years ago, but it's got 79 hours. The question is, since now that I've blown the engine up, do I buy a new engine or buy a new machine to replace that machine? That was like, last quote was like $19,000, and yeah, that's not in my budget. So to replace the engine, I need to go get some updated pricing, but my last phone call was $3,000 just for the engine. That's probably not without taxes. It's supposed to be a direct exchange, direct replacement. Basically pull that one out, put the other one in, plug everything back up. I may have to get a second job just to pay for the engine. Things are just gotten expensive and out of hand. See, I need a new seat also. Now, this thing is so old. These have gotten real stiff, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this apart, clean it up, try to get it to moving real good. Yeah. I just put a brand new battery in this thing. Well, I think I'm gonna do is work on that a little bit. Probably drain the oil because the engine's dead. I did have the top end rebuilt 2 times that I can remember. Started burning oil, rebuilt it. That's a 31 Vanguard. Now the sticker's gone, but that's a 31 horsepower Vanguard, Briggs & Stratton. I gotta say, it's been a pretty good machine. Well, I had to break down and do it. After almost 17 years, I bought a new mower. It's expensive. But as you see, I've got dark clouds in the back, so I'm gonna get this down. I wanted to really bring it in and look at it and do some comparisons before I get it all dirty, but I really need to mow the yard so the dogs don't get lost or get snake bit. So, might be a little dirty. Anyways, we get to mowing. Well, I didn't make it. I got part of the front yard mowed for the dogs where they can at least go potty and I don't lose my little chihuahua in the grass. You see the snakes. So far, okay. All right, now I think you can hear me. So anyways, I had to buy a new mower, my old mower. Oh, poor thing. I have got my money out of it, and There it is, it's dead. So this mower is a 2009 Lazer, and it had the Triton deck. So it was, the cream of the crop had the 31 horsepower Vanguard. It was a demo unit, had maybe like 100, less than 200 hours on it. I mowed commercially for 18 months and then moved into the dirt work industry. This has lived outside its entire life. That's just nasty stuff. It could be power wash cleaned up. So I was going to buy a new motor for this thing. The motor itself was like $3,100 without taxes. You take your muffler, starter, things like that, and you put back on it. But there was 3 components he said you really need to consider before rebuilding this: the motor, the hydraulics, and the deck. So the motor was shot. The top end, I probably lost some rings or something of that nature. Rod broke something, but it's completely dead. The deck is in good shape, and what I say by that is there's no rust through holes or anything like that. And then he said check your hydraulics. Take a magnet, put it down in the reservoir, and this has Parker hydraulics on it. So I did, took the magnet down in there. So to fix that one, that's without the seats. I need a whole new seat. This thing is trashed. They're done. So anyways, without the seat, I'm just looking at about $7,000 with me doing everything. Now this one, it's not the same as that. I can tell you that. Now this is a 60-inch. It's a 2025 E-Series. So the difference I noticed right off is that one, when I'm going backwards, is much faster. Now the seat, so I upgraded this machine. I wanted no flats on the front and the big boy seat that you can adjust for weight. I don't want it tight on me. And with sciatic issues, bouncing, that was pretty awesome. So I did want that. That was the only 2 things to upgrade. This was originally, I think this is an actually older price that he had stocked away somewhere. Let me show it to you. So I'm thinking this was probably in their stock in their warehouse, because on their showroom floor, that is almost $13,000 without the seat and without no flats. Now that's showroom floor, and they've got some incentives going on with Exmark, but I wanted the upgraded seat and the no flats. This is the FX. The engine is a FX 801 Kawasaki, the V-Series. That's 25 and a half horsepower, so that's what, 26 horsepower roughly. Other than that, that's a horizontal shaft driven engine. This is a vertical shaft driven engine. Forward, I don't feel a difference. This has the HydroGuard 44 transmission. I can feel just a hair difference, but when it comes to mowing, and once I get used to the machine, I mean, it literally has 1 hour on it right now. I mowed for 30 minutes and then the rain started. It's pretty nice. I'm gonna be okay with it. Now on that one, the seat rises and you can access that compartment around the hydraulics. This seat on this series does not. I think I had to go to the S or even the next machine to replace that machine, equal components, and the machine it was almost, it was a little over $19,000. Like, there's no way I can do that. I'm not working for myself anymore. I actually have a 9 to 5, well, actually it's 7:30 to 3:30 job, but anyways, 9 to 5 job. So anyways, but I still needed something that can take a beating, because I'm pretty rough on equipment, and I mow quite a bit of stuff around here, and I actually mow my 4-wheeler trails, and not really bush hog with it, but it's going to pick up sticks and rocks and stuff of that nature. I had thought about going to a Skag, just because we have a lot of Bahia, and Skag is supposedly known for cutting Bahia real good. Well, after watching Brian's landscape, I don't even remember the channel name, he had been running a 61-inch Skag with a 30-something horsepower engine on it. I don't remember if it was Kohler or Kawasaki or what. He had it a month and he had bent the deck where the spindle goes up underneath. Well, I can tell you with this Triton deck, I've got hung up on stumps and have never bent my deck. And what he was explaining was on the top of the deck where the spindles are, it's 3 sheets of steel welded together to make that. Well, these decks aren't that way. Anyways, so I've mowed a little bit with it for about 20, 30 minutes. Brand new blades, everything, and I've got it set on 3. Now this here, I will say that is nicer. That is much nicer than that over there. A lot more easier on lifting and raising and selecting what height is, but I've got it set on 3. Now I wasn't mowing real slow, but something I would think would be like you would normally mow your yard. And I do have stragglers. Now, of course, I haven't mowed in 3 weeks, so it was pretty nasty. This probably needs to be set on about 2 3/4, maybe 2 1/2. But right now, I'm indecisive on, do I want to put a mulch kit on here or a grass flap or that type of system. Now, I think a mulch kit is almost $600 for this machine. And then the grass flap is basically $400. What I like the idea of a grass flap is I'm probably going to pick up a side job, one mowing side job, to pay for the machine. My wife wasn't real happy with me getting another expensive machine, and I'll show you how much I paid for this machine. Won't show you where I got it from, but I'll at least show you the paperwork, how much I paid for the machine. So anyways, that's what I'm thinking about is doing. I like the idea of being able to discharge tall grass. And it worked pretty good out here. Like I said, I do have some scragglers, some Bahia. If you don't have Bahia, you're lucky. But anyways, that's where we are right now on this machine. I'm happy. Day 1 with it. Guys, now I'm going to show y'all what I'm actually going to use to pay for the machine. I'm going to be mowing this all the way back there to all the way down there, about where you can see that gray car. Where you can see that gray car down there, that is a main road. So this is going to be my side hustle to actually pay for the machine. I only want one job, just enough to pay for it, nothing else. Now, this is obviously going to be seasonal. This is a retention pond and a ditch, but everything else I should be able to mow on the sides. of it. When that dries up, I'll be able to mow it. If not, then get a tractor or something. Side hustle, gonna pay for the machine. So I just cleaned the bottom of the deck for the first time. This thing is caught a bunch of here. Is it better? Yeah. That don't look like a whole bunch, but anyways, we're gonna get rid of that so I don't spread seed everywhere. That's only 9.3 hours on the machine. And after cleaning that deck underneath there, I'm not too impressed with their welding. It's more like spot welding. Probably should have bought a scag. Getting the same thing, less money. Get the same thing for less money. Look at that. All from underneath the, there's a foot. Maybe you can tell. That's a lot of nasty. So that's a lot of stuff coming out underneath the deck. But it's also a new property that the dozer and tractors have only been on. So it's probably only been mowed twice with a mower. There's a lot of conditioning. I did get into some rebarb, looked at the blades. We'll mow my place first, see if I need to change it. May go another round on the blades before I change and sharpen them. I need to also find a blade bouncer because I can tell that these brand new factory blades, they're not balanced. Anyways, we'll clean that up. Another bucket. That's it. Mower's broke in, 10 hours. And I've already did the 4.9 hour oil change. It's supposed to be after 5 to 8. But I knew I was gonna be mowing for a long time. It's like 5 hours straight. And I just wanted to go ahead and change it. I can change it again later. Don't know what to say besides not 100% impressed. And I'm an Exmark fan. Had that one since 2009. That was a beast. I don't think this one, I think they have done so much cost cutting trying to figure out how to save money. This is not what built Exmark. And I believe that's why Toro bought them, is so that they could build Toro brand up more, reduce the cost, make some capitalization on this. That's how you want to say that. But I tell you, if Skag would improve the deck where the pulleys are, the drive spindles. They'd make that one solid piece instead of 3 welded sheets of steel together. The Skag would rule the 0 turns. That's their only downfall that I can see. The motor's the same, the thickness of the decks are relatively the same, the seats are the same. Everything about a transmission, you're gonna have 2 choices of transmission when you get into the commercial line. It's the deck, and this, a lot of spot welding instead of continuous welding. Anyways, that's it for this video. Now you know how I'm paying for a brand new machine, one property. Talk to you guys later.